Correct. We have with us one of India's most famous and most popular female DJs, DJ Lil B, also
Hello,
known as
Elton.
Bhavani Shah. Hi, Bhavani. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm good. How are you?
As good as good can be at this point in time, I guess.
True.
2020. How has things been for you this entire year?
2020 is full of virus. We need to
Well,
uninstall and reinstall it. It's become like that. It started on
yeah.
a very good note, in fact, because I was doing this thing with Glow Show Entertainment, playing
Okay.
the After Party project. So we had so many amazing weddings, corporate events, and everything lined up,
Okay.
where I was performing with a lot of international artists together. So
Okay.
I had a violinist from Russia, I had a saxophonist from Colombia, a flutist from Cuba. Then we had
Right.
sitarist Vishal from India. We had dholis, percussionists, and so many other people, like so many elements added. And every day was like, it started with recordings and rehearsals and jam sessions. Since they're not from India, a lot of training goes in. Plus, we
Right.
had additional three dancers from Australia. So it
Oh,
was
okay.
so power packed, and I was so loving it. I was like, wow, 2020 has started on some super note. And I was just wanting it to become better with time. But we never knew something like this will come. Totally unprecedented.
Right.
And now we are here. I mean, it's completely opposite of, what I thought it would be like. Plus,
Correct.
my talk show tune with DJ Lil B, and we were kind of at its peak, and people were like, "Who's coming for the finale?" And we were yet to shoot the finale episode, and
Okay.
just then this had to happen. So yeah, life is
Uh,
on a standstill now.
that's true. That's true. I think the most affected in all of this is the entertainment industry
Absolutely
and everybody associated with it, whether it's the behind the scenes people or the people who are doing all of the entertaining. So
true.
it's been difficult for all of us for sure. I'd love to know what you've been up to. If you've been doing anything to like kind of check out something new, whether it's in terms of producing music or working on some concepts or anything of that sort.
Right. What had happened is my holy event got cancelled, and my events for Friday and Saturday that weekend, entire that holy weekend, all the events got cancelled. And
Oh,
at the same time, there was a holiday, like a 5-day holiday, announced in
right.
my daughter's school. So I just
Okay.
told my husband that my events are not there. There's no school that's happening for 5 days. Plus we have Saturday, Sunday. So we
Correct.
have 1 week's time. Let's just go back to Gandhidham. That's my in-laws'
Okay.
place. So I was
Okay.
like, let's go back to Gandhidham. It's in Kutch, run off Kutch. And I was like, we'll be back in a week's time. And we just like kind of backpacked for 5 days, like 5 t-shirts and 5 pants, and that is
Oh,
it. So
okay.
I did not take my laptop. I don't have my controllers. I don't have my music. I don't have my headphones or even USB. And my
Right.
console is also at home.
Right.
So I have been getting so many things, that why don't you go live? Why don't you do this, that? But how do I
Correct.
do? I don't have anything. And
Correct.
the lockdown 1, 2, 3, and now 4, and now it feels like a Sunday on a loop. It's just never ending.
Right.
So all of that has been announced. But luckily, just yesterday, since the lockdown here in Gujarat, specifically in Gandhidham, has been a little easy now. I can actually travel and I can get my gear from some place, not mine, but I can
Okay.
get players from somewhere. And
Right.
now I can think of going live. And since everybody has done a lot, I would want to do something totally different. So I'm just
Okay.
working on something like that. Still
Okay.
not too sure. And the thing is, I haven't played on the players. It's been like, what, 13 years? I've been only on Ableton. So I have to
Right.
get,
Right.
so it's like learning the bicycle all over again.
Do you have any particular plan in place, like, any kind of idea, any kind of concept that you've been dabbling with in your mind?
I wish I could go back to Bombay for just one day, and I have my cameras, my lights, my entire setup there. I have my laptop, and I've made some amazing set with all these artists when they were there in
Okay.
India. And
Okay.
I would want to put that out. So I
Okay.
would want to do a set like that. And
Okay.
so let's see how I can explore here now, is what I'm going to
Mhm.
think. And I'm going
Right.
to do that. Otherwise, I've been just like looking at everyone, what are they doing and what is their mixing style like? Because personally, when
Right.
you're DJing and you are so busy with other things in your life, I don't get to go and listen to so many artists that I've been listening to these days.
Correct.
So I'm just seeing their how they mix, what is the performance style like, and their miking skills and the interaction skills, and the track list, the flow, and everything. And
Right.
just kind of seeing where I stand and what I can do to make myself better.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm using this time to kind of evolve, and
Okay.
I'm just waiting to get my hands on the player, and I would want to do all of this also. So Elton, I've been seeing that a lot of DJs, I mean, see, for me, it's like if I get a chance, I live it as if it's my last, because I've taken break once for my maternity and all, and I know
Right.
how much it is, for you to go back to your console and to be in that space. So
Correct.
since then, if I get any gig, I don't take it for granted. I play like it's my last gig. Maybe I might not get to play again, and I give it my 100%. But I
Right.
see a lot of people there already in that place.
Hmm.
They kind of take things for granted, and I am like, you are so immensely talented, and you are like, you got so many titles and accolades and everything, and why don't you make use of that? So
Right.
I'm just like, if I can be in their space, I would want to learn all the tricks and get my hands on and practice, because for them it's like they have the players, they have the time 24/7. Being a
Right.
mother, I don't have my 90% of the day just goes behind my daughter running the day and the house and all, and I
Right.
don't get that kind of time that I would want at this point in time
Right.
also. So, and a lot of things can be explored. So what I would see is, the international production style is very different, and Bollywood is just like a
Hmm.
rat race right now. Who is
Right.
doing more
Okay.
mixes, who is doing more live, and who has more this? It's all about numbers right now. So
Correct.
when the quantity is coming up, I see the quality going down. With a lot of
Okay.
people who are going live like too often, I just see the quality kind of is dropping, because things are not the way it should be. They can do much better, and I really look up to them. And they're the ones who aspire the coming generation. But
Hmm.
if I was in their place, I would be, even if it's Bollywood music, I would have used a lot of DMC skills that maybe got me that title, and which has made me the person who I am. If I was in their shoe,
Right.
and even like. For even like when I see in Bollywood, when people are mixing, it's just basically just one track up, one track down, one track up, one track down. There's a lot that can be added to it, looping, this, that, and yeah. So bring it in everything, and
Correct.
just don't make a very jantar set, because see, when you are in the party, when you're playing, it's a different thing, because there people are only listening to you. They can't see what's actually happening in the console. But now
Right.
that when you're going live, people are watching you. You can have
Right.
one camera which is just showing what you're doing on your controller, on your mixer, and
Right.
show them small little skills, and people would appreciate that, and you can build on that.
Can we expect any new kind of music or a new format of music delivery, if not
Right.
genre specific, but
Yeah.
a new way of presenting the entire music experience?
Yeah, it'll be Purani jeans, Naya packaging, something like
Okay.
that.
All
So
right.
first of all, people think I'm only a Bollywood DJ these days, but no, I started as a hip hop DJ, which is why the name is Lil B, uh, being inspired from Lil Wayne, Lil Kim, Lil Jon, Lil Flip, and
Uh,
like that. So I
uh,
would want to put up my hip hop sets that I was doing back in the day,
all right.
which was like a lot of acapellas and things like that, which was as good as, like, say, maybe 60 minutes, but having about 80 tracks in that. So I would want to present sets like that,
All right.
Ableton Live sets.
Right.
That will be A. Second will be, I would also want to present the commercial music that I play, because a lot of people, they're like, hey, tu Mumbai se hai na, chal Bollywood baja. I'm like, no, I mean, there's a lot that I can play and I would want to play. But
Correct.
being from Bombay, you have this time that, arey, Bombay se aayi nahi, Bollywood bajayegi. And the moment you
Okay.
play something else, people don't kind of take it. If a DJ from Goa is coming and playing even like two Bollywood tracks, they're like, oh, we played Bollywood, and they accept
Right.
all of that. So people have this kind of a notion in their mind. So I'll be doing that. Along with that, I would try and get a lot of other. I would want to do like a cappella sets and all of that, like
Hmm.
the day we were doing back in the day. So
Hmm.
that'll be one. Second will be bringing tracks from back in the past, which are not much, kind of there presently in the scenario. There are a lot of tracks like that. Also
Hmm.
presenting them in a different way, not the typical remix style, because in the club people are there to dance. But here, when you're going live, people can be just in a room chilling, kind of just having a good time. So you can
Hmm.
even play a lot of like 60s and 70s and all. The
Right.
tempo, the BPM I'm talking about.
Right. Right.
Old school track, but again, all the covers. And why not mix covers and do something different, rather than just having remix. It's so hampered. And when I talk about the older songs, I would want to play a lot of originals because the way they were made, the way they were mastered, the sound quality was very different. And now remixes ban rahe hai, and the tracks are like, if you see the graph also, it's not at all dynamic. It's just there and it sounds noise to me after like, few minutes. It gives me a headache.
Okay.
So change that perspective, make it mellow, easy listening, change the vibe from big room and electro to something very tropical, very mellow and breezy, and infuse a lot of other musicians and artists together. So that is what I would want to do. The coming set, what I'm going to do is what I did with maybe say Play After Party project, bring sounds from all over the world. Music artists from all over the world collaborate and make a Bollywood track which is not heard in a way it should be, like it could be, in fact.
So would you be planning to do this on the fly, or would you be planning to, sit down, have it all laid out, mixed down, mastered, and stuff like that, and then present it in a set?
So some can be live, where I have performed with them so many times that I know, and even they are well aware, okay, this is my space and this is what I have to do, because I've jammed with them so many times on some sets. So some will be very much completely just going Instagram live or something like that, and and just having them, and we do like a jam session. But again, the sound quality kind of gets a little difficult in that, and I cannot present them the way I could be. So some will be recorded. Yeah, and then we are going to put it out.
Bhavani, you've been one of the earliest DJs, if not the earliest DJ, to adopt a playing style that is completely based on Ableton. How easy has the workflow been in terms of adapting and in terms of making life easier for a performing DJ, to adapt on the fly?
So what happened with me, Elton, like, we've done the cover story, so why I made a shift to Ableton, because I was facing a lot of problems back in the day when I was playing on the CD players, because I would, one, not get my console requirements. Two, a lot of times I would see the assisting DJs and all would not be that supportive, and I would get very bad players, and maybe not get monitor speakers, or maybe sound will be tweaked from amplifiers and things like that. There have been DJs who even asked me, can I just have your headphone for a minute? And they kind of banged it. I don't know why. And kind of even damaged that. So I faced a lot of that, male ego and other things back in the day. But when I made my shift to Ableton, things kind of completely changed. Those were the people who would come back, stand like this and ask, ma'am, aapko kuch chahiye kya? Ma'am, are you comfortable or what? And they would kind of learn that process. So work, I would say, playing on CD players, it's like, you're working then. But when you're doing Ableton live set, it's like you're working a lot behind the scene. So for me, for every event, it takes good 9 to 10 hours to work even today, because I'll be downloading a lot of songs. And for me, I don't keep on downloading. Whenever I have my gig, I just do it then, because I know, okay, this is what it is. So one night before, I just download all the latest remixes and all that I should be having. The latest originals that have come out that I should be having. So I do that. Then I will, I make my folders best and rest. So whatever is good, I keep putting in best and rest. And then I have to sit and kind of warp all the tracks and see how they go. So all of this takes good 8 to 9, at time even 10 hours. There the work becomes very easy, because now I know what's going to happen. I have all my 1500 tracks in front of me. I will never go blank. And I have so many options, and I'm like, okay, back to back, keep on playing, and the set sounds like a mashup. So it sounds beautiful then, and I have a lot of, I'm not wasting time, kind of bending, pitching and all. I have all the time to interact with the crowd, to perform, to get pictures done, to take videos, and to engage more with the crowd. So that is what Ableton, lets you do.
Would you advise the younger generation to kind of be more active in terms of learning Ableton as a live performance medium?
So when I started, Elton, players were not that evolved. So Ableton let me do a lot of other things that players could not. But these days, the players itself are so evolved. And you won't believe, when I started, there were no DJs who were actually on Ableton. There was Jalebi Cartel, and there were hardly a few who would actually play from that, a Bandish project and all, I'm talking about, say, 2007 and 8. And not many. So that time playing from Ableton and having an interface like that was a wow thing. But now today, a lot of DJs, it's given a bad name to the technology because people just call them laptop DJs. I don't
Yes.
use my headphones because I know I can even warp a track on the fly and I can have that even if I get a request. Now I think so players have all of this and it's not essential. And now people value people who are playing on the players because they're like, oh, this one knows the technology, this one is playing on the player, he is a real DJ or she is a real DJ. And if you're
Okay.
playing from laptop, they're like, ah, it's a laptop DJ. So this is a mindset that I don't know from where it's come, who has given this name laptop DJ and real DJ. But yeah, even at times I feel like instead of getting this look, I'm like, wow, even I would want to shift on players. Just have two pen drives in my pocket and be all, free of all this luggage and the wires and the cables and all of that.
It would be really great if you can clarify and give an insight into the kind of work that goes into, creating a set so that a DJ can, play off of Ableton.
I don't know about other softwares, but Ableton it is not that easy. You do one thing wrong and your computer can actually give up on you in mid of your set. Players will never do that. Putting all the songs in Ableton, you have to warp them. Your computer does not know kaun sa pehla beat hai, kaun sa pehla bar hai. You have to
Correct.
tell your computer this is the first beat, cue from here. After 8 bars, again I'll put a warp marker and
Right.
again see. So it's like a lot of work, and especially when you're playing originals, you're doing like a wedding set and you're playing all the old school tracks. Try
Correct.
warping a track like Rasputin or Lela Melela or anything for that matter. Back in the day, which was all like, kind of analog recording, not even digital.
Correct.
Today's player will kind of sync all of that and it will not be that difficult. But if you have to play this on Ableton, one warp marker here and there and your entire track can sound like what's going on. When I play on Ableton, there's a lot of other things that I can do into it. We can have like I have my MIDI controller where I have some samples and all done. I have my effects pack and everything going on. And for me, playing on Ableton is like DJing का मतलब यही नहीं है कि just bending, pitching, and mixing the track. A DJ can do a lot other. See, in today's
Correct.
time, a DJ has to look good, has to be actor, model, TikToker, YouTuber, Instagrammer, has to be a PR agent, has to have contacts and be social media, tech savvy. How many roles does a DJ have to play? So even when you're on the console, there's a lot that you have to do. So when I'm doing that, it's giving me a lot of time to do other things. So it's
Right.
not that easy. A lot of people give laptop DJ a bad name because बहुत लोग हैं जो खाली set लेके आते हैं and they just one after another. I don't know how they're playing and how they're even in that place. But you should at least stand behind and see one what is doing, then give anyone a label or a name. प्लेयर
Right.
में भी तो ये होता है ना प्लेयर में भी तो सिंग बटन डाल दो अब वही काम हो सकता है
Correct.
so how can players be good and a laptop be bad?
Do you feel that right now, with social media playing such a big role, it can somehow dilute the importance of actual skill?
Right. Today it's जो दिखता है वो बिकता है and in female DJs ना जो दिखाता है वो और भी ज्यादा बिकता है. This is what has happened. People would only want that. They want eye candy girls coming. They want to sell hot posters. Once the night is sold, and like when even people they call me, they're like, okay, since you're busy, can you recommend some female DJ? And I'm like, yeah, of course I will. They're like, अरे कोई भी चलेगी, बस बहुत hot दिखनी चाहिए. This is the description. बहुत hot दिखनी चाहिए. And
Okay.
all they ask me for is pictures. भेज दो आप उसके and we will finalize. It's like, how can you finalize somebody with just pictures? यार आप किसी से 10 मिनट का live set मांगो, फिर आप देखो कौन चाहिए. बोला नहीं नहीं, वो हमारे resident DJ संभाल लेगा. That will be
Okay.
taken care of. We just
Wow.
want. This is the demand. Social media. This is what social media is doing. All the young promoters, what they do is they come on your social media. They will see your DP. For most of them, which is Photoshop, they will see the followers. For most of them, which is already bought. And then they will have the 10-15 seconds का attention span. ऊपर scroll दिया कुछ देखा, oh कितने likes है, okay चलो इसको book करो. That is not how
Okay.
you book an artist, and this is how the trend has been going. So because to come up to that rat race, I'm seeing a lot of people, falling for it, and everybody that kind of I know in my league and I never expected are going and buying followers and likes. I mean, I've never done that. For me, if I have to really reach out to a wider audience, I will put in money and I will boost my post. Till date, I've never bought a single follower on my Instagram. But this is what is happening. I mean, okay, it plays an essential role, but there are some people who are really hardworking. There are some artists who are so talented, but they don't have those numbers. When they don't have the numbers, they're not getting any work. and what is going out is just, I mean, it's not even good. So if
Right.
you want the industry to grow, you have to actually start listening to the sets and then deciding which artist you want. Not just seeing iske muscles kitne hai, ya iska, how hot does she look, and then you just go and book the artist.
Correct.
So yeah, social media is like a double-edged sword. It really depends how you handle it. And today I see people are just misusing it. Because of all these trends happening, no, it has started giving DJs a bad name. This has become like a dog-eat-dog industry, which is not good. So people from outside are also able to sense. And when you tell them you are a DJ, then they are like, oh, DJ matlab, haan, theek hai.
Right.
It's not something like, oh wow, really, and I will look up to you kind of a thing. So खुद के पैर से खुद पे कुल्हाड़ी मार रहे हैं, and if they keep on doing this for a long time, I don't know where it's going to go. See, we have a small industry. We all can be hand in hand, and we
Right.
can all be together, because for us, luckily, the first generation of DJs who are upcoming, everybody is there. आज के ज़माने में. So we all can come together. We all can have a very good platform where everybody is getting good opportunities. In these testing times also, we can have a platform where it is benefiting, and a lot can be done. But instead of supporting each other, no, there's a lot of this pair khishne wala thing chalu hai. See, I'm doing a talk show tune with DJ Lilby, if you've seen that. So I'm getting a lot of industry artists who come and they tell their story. It's kind of documenting their life, because
Correct.
आज सोशल मीडिया पे जो है वो आज है. When they were there, we don't know how did they come up 30 years ago.
Correct.
What did they do? How did they evolve? What was the problem that they were facing then? How is the industry now? So I'm
Right.
trying to make something like a platform where कोई भी DJ अगर आज नहीं तो भले 5-10 साल के बाद अगर आके देखना चाहेगा about
Correct.
that DJ, it's all documented, it's all kept there. Indian DJs are capable of playing at any festival, any genre of music. You talk about it, and Indian artists, all Indian DJs that we know, they can fit in the bill and they can excel it. ऐसा किसी में कोई कमी नहीं है. Everybody is so talented, and we are so gifted because of the diverse cultures that we have. I just
Right.
wish there was more unity here, and people could come together and do something really very good with this.
As someone who's trying to share a story
Right.
and share something qualitative, how much of support have you, uh, got and experienced from the industry at large?
Not much, Elton. Really, not much. I'm putting in so much money. First season, I didn't even have anyone sponsoring me. So, okay, venues we got because of Akhtar sir. But again, getting that kind of a team, those kind of cameras, those kind of
Right.
light equipment, sound recordist on board, the labels, everything is costing. Plus, the bills that you have when you're hosting some of the artists. So
Right.
it's like I'm spending good 40-50,000 making one episode, just one episode. That is the amount I'm spending. So
Right.
even after putting in all of that, I did not get that kind of support that I should be getting, because people, what they want today is only masala, only entertainment, only chugli. I would really call it like that, because that is what they want, and that is something that sells like a hot cake. And
Okay.
on my show, अगर कभी किसी ने कोई बात कर भी दी, if somebody has taken names or something, I kind of make sure I edit it. I tell them I'm going to edit.
Right.
This is going to be on YouTube. This is for the coming
Right.
generation of DJs to see. I only want them to look up to you and aspire to be like you, to be in your shoes.
Right.
So for me, it's only respect. And I want to build the industry together. Not
Correct.
have somebody say, "Arey, isne mere sath aisa kiya," and then get that person and say, "Oh, this one said this about you." No, I'm not going to do that. People here, what they do is they want to become stars at the cost of somebody else. So they will put
Right.
10 people down, and then they'll be the, wow, I did a banger of an episode. That is
Right.
not what I am looking at. So this is what and I don't even get that kind of support. Trust me.
Okay.
And I have to kind of, there are some artists where I have to actually tell them at least repost to kar do, yeah, that's the least that you can do. See, I understand a lot of people make this kind of feed where they don't even put the artwork and all. Like even if they played at biggest of the festivals, they don't put artwork, which I'm totally okay with. But I'm making a show where you are talking. I'm promoting so much from my side. A repost from your side at least would be good, but I don't always get that kind of support.
You mentioned about the need for an association and stuff like that.
On this note, there was a talk that was going on some time ago where we kind of proposed we can have an application made, an app. Um, on that app, we can have all the possible DJs of India coming and registering on that app. So what they can do is, it can be like a channel. every day we can have a master class. Say, for example, today we have master class from DJ Akhtar sir, tomorrow Suketu sir, today Akil sir, tomorrow Ivan sir, and from all the background. So one
Right.
is having constant master classes on that. One is having webinars and seminars and all of that. That can
Right.
be one where all the DJs come together, and it is for the DJs, by the DJs, of the DJ. At the same time, that is a platform where if you want to go live, that's the only platform you will go live from. So
Right.
even normal Janta people, they will come and they will go on the app. They will download the app.
Correct.
Everybody can stop playing, going live from Instagram, Facebook, or whatever for that matter. And they can
Right.
only go live from there. So we would direct all the people to come, be on that
Right.
app. And if
Correct.
we have a million DJs, imagine
Right.
we can actually fill that. Like you go on that app, something is always happening. Okay,
Right.
start releasing all your remixes on that, all
Right.
your mashups on that.
Right.
Whatever related to DJing are we doing, even if it's like, okay, club event, I can find everything related to DJ under one roof, and that can be one app. And when we
Right.
have this kind of a strength, we'll get all the sponsors on board, and we'll get all alcohol companies on board. We can get so many people on board.
Correct.
And then we can use that money to generate source of income for a lot of people.
Right. Okay.
And we can start paying them. We can be paid a percentage.
Correct.
Because today a lot of DJs are going live for music labels and all, and nobody's getting paid as far as I know. But music companies are making money. They're like, "Arey yaar, music companies ke liye kya paisa charge karne ka?" They are not making money. So they've monetized your set. They are definitely making money.
True.
And if they're getting like thousands and thousands of views, if they can even pay you 10% or 15% because you are a part of it, and in the end it's your own effort that you're putting in,
Right.
then it can work hand in hand.
For it to come into fruition, there has to be like like I said, an association in place. Now, to my knowledge, there is something called as the DJ Rights Association of India,
Yes, yes.
of which Raman Seshadri is a very important part of. I've heard that you too have been an active participant of the association. What has your take been on this, as a part of, as a member of the association, and also like, as an artist?
See, there was some incident that had happened. There was some female DJ from Delhi who had completely copied my profile. And
Okay.
I found that out from some DJ site. And that is a post that I had put out. And that is when Ram Sheshadri, he contacted me. And he was like, there is something like this jockey association and all of that. We can be a part of it and we can fight together. So I told him, no, it's not like I want to fight or I want to put a case against her. But I need to put this because this is not something good. I mean, I have
Correct.
worked hard and every word I mean it. So that is what it was. And that is when Mr. Ram Sheshadri came into picture. And first of all, a lot of people disagree is like the paying fees. I think so it's 2,500 for a year or something like that, which they think कि association में रहने के लिए इतना पैसा क्यों देना चाहिए? What is the association going to do for that? Just give a card, and card कहाँ पे काम आएगा? रात को पुलिस पकड़ेगा drinking and driving, or for whatever reason, if they assume we show a card and we say we are DJs, is that the purpose of the card? So that is what some people think about. But Mr. Ram is trying to do some things, but it's not always come out in the way it should come out. So
Okay.
इसमें ये भी है ना, we as an artist we need to support. When everybody comes together, it's called an
Right.
association. ताली एक हाथ
Right.
से नहीं बजती है. He
Correct.
cannot say, okay, I'm forming an association, but he's the only one who's kind
Correct.
of thinking of what can be done. Everybody
Right.
together needs to sit down and brainstorm. So when the top people start doing all of that and everybody joins hand, then okay, we can say it's an association. So
Right.
that is, but I have personally never like kind of called Mr. Ram and told him, okay, this is, मैं यहाँ पे अटकी हूँ, मुझे ये करना है. I need the association to help me. So I cannot comment on them. But some people have done where the money was stuck or something like that. And I know for the fact that Mr. Ram kind of made some calls and he helped them out with that.
Right.
So yeah. So the definition of association is not that clear, in this case. If everybody can come together and we can really have an association like that, which is there of the DJs, for the DJs and by the DJs, it's the need. And it will really work wonders. What happens is with the DJing industry, we don't need any degree or something. किसी को पढ़ाई लिखाई में interest नहीं है, चल बेटा DJ बन जा. कुछ नहीं है तो चलो DJ बन जाओ. It's all देखा देखी. It's all name, fame, glamour attached to this at this point in time. So a lot of people who have come here not for the core purpose of DJing are kind of ruining it, and they will ruin it even more then. because these are the kind of people who can even play for 5,000 and 10,000. People are going to go with such names right now because even they would want to recover their losses what they've made so far. And I don't know what kind of name are these DJs, if they come in the limelight, going to leave for the coming generation or even leave some for us. And we don't know the kind of quality of music that's going to be put out there. For a lot of other DJs who are there, I really feel bad because I know so many of them, and they are stuck here in this crisis. For them, a lot of them, for DJs, it's like Saturday kamate, Saturday tak chalta hai. Next Saturday ki gaata hai, wapas paisa aata hai. But now that is not happening. So what are they going to do and how are they going to live? And there is this is a time where we need an association or where we need a platform where everybody can support each another. And we all can have a card saying, okay, we belong to this community and, cut some slack.
When it comes to, the post-COVID and after lockdown and all of that thing, do you as an artist have any particular plan in place on how to approach, getting back into the groove?
To be very honest, the lockdown is not kind of affecting much because I know when the time will come, I will again get gigs because for me, I have lived my every gig 100%. I am there in the industry with respect, and even if I exit, it'll be with respect. So I know when I want to come back or, when opportunities open, people will welcome me with open arms because they know there's something different that I do than others. So I'm not that insecure. And when the work will have to come, it will come. I'm just living one day at a time, trying not to think, okay, kabhi wo time aayega. But also at the same time, I'm thinking of an alternative career because DJing is short-lived career. It's not going to, people would not want to see me behind the stage when I'm 50-year-old or 55 or 60 maybe, because this industry is turning into more glamorous, less skills and techniques, but more glamour on that side it's going. So for me, I am thinking of doing I am a psychology graduate, and being a mother to a special child has also kind of taught me a lot. So I would want to open a setup here in Mumbai, and I would want to do something for the special kids. So doing therapies using music. So A is special education, B is doing therapy with them, which involves music and arts and craft and storytelling and all of that. And a lot of that constructive therapies, but not in the conventional way, in a very fun way. And doing something for this society, for special kids, because our society lacks even that.
Since you're already pursuing your, the whole adventure of going on and getting some players and, trying to do stuff now in the lockdown period, how soon do you think that, your fans will be able to catch a set from you or some kind of new release?
I'm hopeful before this month ends. Definitely, yes. So since I've already thought about it, I'm already talking to people, and I'm kind of coming out with my sets that, okay, I want to make A set like this, B set like this, C set like this, and try and put in, okay, in A set, I want, this is the genre that I would want to do. This is the kind of vibe I would want to do. And this will be the journey, starting track, ending track, and in middle, how I'm going to fill that up. So just I'm going to sit and list down all of that. It's all here. I just need to list it down and kind of accordingly get people, okay, for this, I want this guy, for this girl or this artist or that one, and kind of just put everything together, announce it, and that is how I would want to take it further.
And what about your show?
Tune with DJ Lil B, we already did episode, the season 2, we have done 8 episodes so far. 2 are remaining, and artists were all done. The dates were locked, but lockdown was announced and we could not shoot it. But yeah, we will come back to it, and there are 2 episodes that are remaining. But whenever the lockdown is lifted and things are back to normal, we will be doing those 2 episodes also. But at the same time, I'm thinking of season 3, and I'm seeing how that can be made different. And since all the artists have been kind of interviewed now, and on other talk shows as well, so what different can I do, and keeping the essence of and the core purpose of making this show, keeping that, and still how do I build around it is what I'm thinking about right now.
In closing, is there anything that you would like to say to the industry or request the industry?
No, it's like chota muh badi baat. So nothing as such, Elton. Everybody knows what's good, and sabko samajh hai. But I don't know why people just get into this competitive thing, and they kind of spoil it for themselves. Just wait, just watch, and be patient. Keep doing the work that you're doing. Just keep on putting your good, and eventually things will turn into your favor. I just wish that, people are 100% transparent, and, they're all together, and we all together work to build this community much better. And that kind of
Right.
even eliminates, a lot of others who are just coming in for the heck of it. They tried 5 other jobs, nothing works, chalo DJ ban jao, and
Right.
kind of give it a bad name because their gigs don't go so well. There are some even female DJs who go and really screw it up for themselves. I mean, learn the art. It is not that difficult. It will hardly take you a month. Just practice it out and then go and do a show. And then it gives all female DJs a bad name. Some of them are so talented and so hardworking. But, let's not do that. We are all there to support each other. If anyone needs anything, I mean, my number is always there on all my social media handles. Just pick up the phone, call me. If I can be of any help, I will. But just have this courtesy of reaching out. Just reach out and, let's stay together. Going out to all the promoters and everyone. So yeah, just stay together, be safe, and yes, stay positive. We all shall overcome this super soon.
It's like the most positive note to end an interview. So
Thank you so much, Elton.
thanks a lot, Bhavani, for your time, and thank you for sharing all that you had in your mind. And I'm sure your crowd and your fans would be very excited to see you on Instagram and wherever it is that you plan to do it.
Absolutely. Even I'm looking forward to this. Thank you
All
so much,
right.
Elton.
Cheers. Thanks a lot,
Yeah, thank
Bhavani,
you
for your
so much.
time.
Thank you so much. Bye. Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.